let's bring some news and some updates in the cryptocurrency market. So there are tons of updates out there, but one of the updates that actually stand out is the hack that actually took place with Verge. Now, you know, with Bitcoin and most decentralized systems, we're talking about scalability, then we're talking about the issues of security, and then we're talking about the issues of decentralization. Now, it is one thing to write data on the network. Now, before we write a data or whatsoever on the network, we have to ensure that that data is secure, right? Now, after writing that data on the network, how do we now secure those networks? There are many mechanisms like this and all that. But one of them that has been proved to be very secure is the proof of work. So there are many other proposals, but many of them have drawbacks and all that. But the only impediment, the only drawback to Bitcoin's proof of work, one major one, I won't say the only, is the energy consumption. Then you can talk about things like plutocracy, where if Bitcoin is not for the poor, the debates people are having and all that. So with Verge, you've seen someone discover the bug in the code and then was able to control the whole system. You are seeing over 250,000 Verge we are allegedly stolen by this, and that is making the team to go on a hard fork. It's something that is actually very, very bad. I was listening to Charles Hockenstein, the CEO of Input Output, the guys behind Ethereum Classic and the Cardano project and all that. He was making a statement that people just come and they say, "Oh, this is our stuff. It can do 1 million transactions per second. It can do this." People are developing stuff that he says are not proven by the academic community or proven by a community and all that. When you write papers, research papers and all that, now the question is, most of these projects that are writing out papers or writing out ICOs, the question is, how many people are going through this stuff? That's why regulations have to come in, because you can just publish something. The first thing you have to check is the authenticity of that stuff. And then another thing again is, with that thing, can it be challenged? That is one of the stuff. So it's a very, very bad news for Verge. Considering that Verge, they are saying on the 17th of this month. When is that? On the 17th, that is on Tuesday 17th, that they are actually going to unveil partnership. And there have been rumors, is it Amazon, is it this company, is it GoDaddy and all that. So it's not really a good one at this time that someone should actually hack into their system. So 51% attack is something that has been feared in a Bitcoin network, and Bitcoin has been able to solve that. Though some people are trying to say, how about if we bring quantum computers, they could just break the code and do whatever they want to do. And then there is this news that is going out there that one of the Twitter guys, Amin van Bitcoin, actually tweeted, and he brought a link and he said, with this link, here's what he said. A glossary written by Nick Sagswell. There's a controversy if it's actually Satoshi Nakamoto and all that. With many familiar terms we use today, he defines smart contracts, confidential transactions, digital signatures, and more. What is mind blowing is that he wrote this glossary in 1995, 14 years before Bitcoin. So is he Satoshi Nakamoto? We don't really know. Though there are many proofs. Greg writes, you can see what actually the debate that was the why Vitalik was saying this guy is a fraud and all that. Then that's actually affecting the price of Verge. However, one of the things I really advise people is, it's one thing to you buy the news, right? So you buy the news. What that means is, 17th Verge, they will have a kind of partnership that is coming. Do you know that is going to build hype for the project? And then the other news we have here is South Korea. The city of South Korea is developing its own cryptocurrency to be used to fund social benefits program. what they are saying that they use this fund is that they'll be able to use this fund to actually fund blockchain, anything that has to do with blockchain technology or other stuffs. And it's very, very good that most of these countries are actually recognizing blockchain, its use in one form or the other. Then there is this debate on the internet talk about the debate on the necessity of regulation and validity of altcoins and all this talking about security, utility tokens and all that. One of the things for 2018 and beyond, 2018 is going to be a very, very competitive year. The previous years could be years you could see from 2008 when the paper were released, 2009 when Bitcoin came into the scene, and then maybe 2010 it was just like there was no media attention to this stuff, and then it started picking steam. 2013, and then talk about Ethereum launching papers and second to raise an ICO, and then Ethereum coming 2015 and all that. So you can see from 2013 there were no much work. Then you talk about Ethereum changing the face of the way we actually view blockchain. Ethereum bringing smart contract to the scene. It changed the way people view blockchain. Then you have other guys like you have Hyperledger coming and doing one thing or the other. But you talk about Ethereum naturally changed the way people view blockchain. And then you are having platforms that are coming with one exciting stuff or the other. Like you have Sovrin coming to change the way we have digital identity, coming issues of steel walls and other. So you're having Bitcoin for money, Ethereum for decentralized applications and smart contracts, and then talking about Sovrin for digital identity. And then there are lots of projects that are coming up like Elatos. Even now they put up a video contest that is they estimate the stuff till July 15th, 2008. So they've extended it to July 2008 to July. Now Elatos is there. You're having platforms like, let's go to the cryptocurrency market and let's see things for ourselves. So I've talked about Sovrin. This year, you're not just having top companies coming to the scene. You're having top individuals coming to the scene. Individuals who were maybe in the internet or in one field or the other. If you look at blockchain, amazing things are happening. Like people invented stuff. Like the guy who developed the JavaScript programming language coming with Brave. Talking about the Celsius network, the guy who developed the voice over the internet coming into the space. And then you have other people who are professors who have done one thing or the other coming to the space. And don't be surprised if you see, then you Google, for example, has actually filed a patent. And then you're talking about PayPal. They filed a patent on how to do more faster transactions with the patent commission in the US. And then you are talking about there was a time Zuckerberg on Facebook was talking about decentralization and all that. He didn't really say, but he actually recognized the issue of decentralized stuff. Then Amazon, Twitter, and all that. All these platforms, you see the comments of Twitter CEO on Bitcoin. Then you see these are the positive comments on Bitcoin. And then you see the negative stuff that actually happened with the crypto community. Whatever happens, the positive and the negative, it brings people. So you see the issue of Bitcoin. It was a very negative incident, but it brought attention to what is blockchain, what is this. Even though people were not so aware, but Bitcoin created a scene where people lost their money, and even many YouTubers were making a video about it. Even though it brought negative attention, but attention is attention. Depends on the use. And then talking about another negative attention, Facebook banning cryptocurrency related ads, Snapchat following suit, then Twitter, and then you have other Google also coming that they will be banning these stuffs in the next few months. Those are the negative. Then talking about like last year, China actually banning cryptocurrencies and all that. And then that is the negative. Those are the negatives. Then you're talking about the different regulations. Regulations, people are saying, oh, this stuff is negative. And then people are saying the regulations, these stuffs are positive. So whatever is happening, positive or negative, it's actually drawing attention to the market. And then you talk about people like last year was ICU boom. Yet people were just flooding into the market. That is where things are actually going on. So this year, one of the advice that will be very, very useful to you is first, if you are trading, you can buy the news. Another thing again is, as an investor, and this advice is very, very critical if you will invest carefully. You want to invest with a project that you know we have the future, because you're having great platforms. It's like you can compare it to be like the space has been boys. The space has been boys. I'm not saying because they are young, they may be older people, but the space has been boys. And there are a lot of people who are on the sidelines. Maybe ICOs raised $4 billion. I think over $4 billion 2017. There are people who are still on the sideline. They're like, what's going on? There are people, they're like seeing this stuff. They're like, oh, what is going on? There are people who are coming. They're coming. The negative news, the negative stuff happening in the crypto space, the scams, the this and that, all the C's and this, all that, whatever the negative is bringing attention. The porn, I think there was something called shite porn. One of the news that was actually put on the blockchain. It was a discussion. All those things driving attention to the self. The negative, BitConnect, the Verge, and all this driving attention. Then the positive. What blockchain can be used for? Recently, I saw in news that a blockchain startup is actually coming up that they want to set up something that will help reduce plane crash. You see different stuff. Positive, negative, everything is going on. So as an investor, you want to seek knowledge. You want to invest your money carefully. Even because you've not seen ICU, you've not seen anything yet. Tons of projects will keep coming with ICOs. Does that mean all of them are good? No. Does that mean all of them are bad? No. So guys, also do a very quick update. Verge, it's a very, very bad one that they've suffered the 51% attack. And then I brought to you the concept Nick Zaxbo brought a few years ago. And then South Korea launching their coin. Then the Latos video contest, and also Sovrin. So great projects. You have ontology. I think this year there are many people who are coming to the space. You are seeing more academia coming to the space. You are seeing platforms like Zilliqa, iOS token, A-Chain. You're talking about P-Chain. You're talking about Eden. You're talking about Silly. Some people say it's scam and all that. We're talking about Hashgraph. We're talking about Holochain. Maybe you guys have not heard of this platform. Holochain. And then you're talking about Repo having their own projects. Lots of platforms. You're talking about Elastocks. Icon. So a lot of blockchain startups talking about different protocols. Here do we go, guys. There's a lot of exciting stuff. So if you want more of this video, you want to be getting updates of these videos, consider subscribing. Peace. Bye.